Okay, this is the slowpoke of the century in front of us. I don't know.
I keep getting the feeling like he's about to turn, but then he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, because he's so slow, and you're like, oh, he has to be, like, you know, leaving soon. And then this Jeep is too afraid to, like, go past him. Or blocked.
Okay, it's going to be very vital. At no point while we're out do you touch your face. We have no gloves. We have no hand sanitizer.
Alright. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Team Little Face video. I'm Christy, and that's DJ. We have been busy IRL.
Yes.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. We've had a lot going on.
Yes, but we are back. We're back doing videos.
And we own the bikes.
The bikes is something we definitely want to talk about. So, what are you riding, babe?
So I am riding a 2015 Street Triple, blacked out.
Sexy.
Yeah, right? Love it. It's pretty fast. What about you? What you riding?
I am rocking a 2021 R3.
2020.
Matte black, baby.
Oh!
But you know how I got this bike? I think it'll be really interesting to tell our friends.
So this has been a crazy process. Yeah, I guess let's just hop into it and tell them the story. So here we are at the dealership buying a brand new 2021 Yamaha R3 in black. And this was not the plan at first.
Definitely not the plan. I wasn't even planning to buy a brand new bike at all. I wanted something used.
We learned a valuable lesson with trying to find something used. Doesn't always go as planned. I guess let's kind of share how we got to the point of being at a dealership buying a brand new bike.
We were looking on both Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for a 2019 or above black R3. That was what I wanted. And we found two. We found two bikes that matched those specs that I wanted.
That already kind of made it an uphill battle there. There was a 2019 and a 2020. We went to go look at the 2019, and it was actually pretty clean from first glance, right? Didn't see anything that was glaring in the photos or anything.
Even before we got there, we actually got a message from the guy saying that he didn't have the title and he just paid off the loan, but he's getting the title in the mail. We were kind of like, well, let's just go see it anyways, but that's kind of a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, but he was reassuring at first, like, hey, I'll definitely have it this week. You know, I got on the phone with Yamaha. They shipped it out like 2 weeks ago, so it should definitely be here this week.
Yeah, he was super reassuring. Day of, he tells us that he broke one of the turn signals.
That didn't feel good, so we already had to deal with that when we got there, but luckily he had already made an appointment to get it fixed.
At a dealership.
At the dealership, yeah. So we were just gonna meet him there to pick up the bike at that time. Well, not the case. So we showed up to the dealership. The bike is not getting fixed that day, for one. Parts weren't there. Still didn't have the title. He didn't even have the registration or the tag for the bike.
He said he never dropped it, but there were clear signs of damage to the bike.
Tried giving him all the opportunities to kind of come clean, but he just didn't. So we did not get that bike.
There was the 2020 R3 that I was interested in. The woman selling it, it was just a phase for her, so she didn't want the bike anymore. DJ and I were really sure that we were going to go get the bike. We drove an hour to go see her and had cash in hand, and we were ready to get the bike. Then she tells us, I'm actually not going to be there because I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to leave the title with my parents. So we're like, what? We're going to have to deal with your parents now? Like, why don't you just skip going hiking or, like, give us another time? This makes no sense.
Yeah.
So we get there, and we end up talking to her sister, who knew nothing about the bike. We were asking her questions she didn't know the answer to. DJ was looking at the bike. We found a lot of scuffs, which we were like, okay, you know, it's a used bike, that's fine. but we definitely found damages. It was, what was it, babe?
So the fairing on the right side was cracked. The handlebar bar ends were scratched. The pegs were twisted. She had a slider on the back that was like completely gouged up.
We waited for her to come back because we were pretty sure that she had dropped the bike, but the sister was like, well, I don't know. You should talk to her. So we waited for her to come back from her hike. We were like, hey, you know, we were wondering, was this bike ever dropped? She's like, oh, yeah, you know, I would put it down during stop signs. I was like, what?
Can you believe it?
I guess she didn't know how to stop, or it was too high for her, so she would just let it fall.
Yeah.
And so we're like, well, it's damaged, so it needs to be taken into the shop. And her immediate response was, no, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So DJ had to point out all the places that were damaged to her,
Yeah.
and she didn't even know.
This was like a first for her. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was there.
For the price she was asking, it should have been in brand spanking new condition. The fact that there was so much damage and she dropped the bike multiple times, it really worried us for the integrity of the bike.
Yeah, exactly. So we left there pretty bummed. I mean, I was super bummed. I was very sad because I really wanted you to have this bike. And, you know, 2020 R3 in black, it was supposed to be perfect. I was just excited.
So there you have it. That's how we ended up getting a new bike versus a used bike.
So Team Little Face channel, we're going to be doing mods in our upcoming videos for both our bikes because your bike is basic. You're basic, okay?
You're basic. Yeah, we can't be riding around no basic bikes.
So thanks for watching.
See you in the next one.
Bye.